interesting is the way he challenges the black elite. He talks about the black elite that's on TV and speaks that honest truth that we've always talked about on this platform, that a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball. They'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball.
We say we demand an immediate end to police brutality and mob attacks. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Negroes know how to march the minute a white policeman kill a black brother. But every weekend, we sending each other to the morgue, and ain't nobody saying nothing. How can you stop the white man's murder of you when you won't stop murdering yourself? The Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all its what? Righteousness. And all things will be added unto you. God don't lie. We turned it around. Seek ye first the things, and to heck with righteousness. So you got things, but you got debt. You got things, but you got an oppressor now who's oppressing you for the bills. You got things, but you've lost your religion. So there's nothing in the things that can satisfy you. Now you've become worshipers of a golden calf. Have nothing and you won't have a man, because a man can't be a man when he's saddled down up to his neck in debt with a dissatisfied woman who don't give a damn. She want more and more and more. Let me tell you something, woman. We ought to take you and throttle you. I'm just telling you straight up, you don't want no man like me. You couldn't live with a man like me, because I would not take that damn foolishness from one of you. For 1 minute I'd drive you through the door.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
I don't like no woman to dominate no man. And I don't like no woman who even tries. Then you see another side of me.
Yes, sir. Welcome to class again, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to class. How y'all feeling? Yeah, camped up today. Camped up for this one. Man, we streaming from both channels. So, guys, if you haven't gotten over to our backup channel, the Mr. Goodbread Reactions channel, get on over there. You ain't got to do it now, but don't forget, get on over there, because if ever you wasn't, if ever something happened to me on the Brutally Honest channel, then that's where I'm at. All right? If I go missing, you know where I'm at. I'm either there or there. Go on both. All right, guys. Salute to my sisters with sense. Salute to my good breads. 5,000, man. Salute. Zone. Salute. Salute. Cooper. Salute. What's going on? CeeLo Myers. Salute. Zone. Toxic Ring. DJ Chocolate. Salute. Salute to all my good breads. Salute to my sisters with sense. I need y'all to pay attention to this one. And I mean, salute to even my bald head roaches that love to deny. Today is important. Remember, I tell y'all, stop teaching y'all little girls and y'all little sons that men is the only one that do craziness, or stop teaching them that craziness don't exist in our poor, sad, sickened community. Because craziness exists. When they go outside and they leave your nest, they gonna smack, craziness gonna smack them in their face. And when you sit in your house and on your plantation, ma'am, and you teach your boys and your girls that it's only men doing crazy wickedness out here because you've been hurt by a man and you lack a father, so you teach your girls and your boys, and miss me with the, I'm not teaching them that. If you are a hater of man at heart, it's impossible for you to teach love. You're not teaching love. So knock it off, all right? Knock it off. We're not going to play. Remember, we are grown-ups. We come here to have adult, grown-up conversations, right? This is the righteous fair. We don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, your feelings, or your emotions. We gonna cater to the truth. We gonna cater to common sense, and we will not complicate it. And yes, we know common sense is like batteries. It's not included in everybody. They're not included in everybody. We understand. But if you sit here and you silently sit here, don't try to put your know-it-all helmet on, you're gonna learn that it's not just the men out here doing crazy stuff. It's not just the men out here. So it's okay. You can teach your kids that these women are just as evil, and if not, more evil. So let's get to that. Let's get to that.
We are talking about this story tonight. It's on our website. I've shared it on my Facebook page. It's a story you have to see. But first, you need to hear about this. So it's sort of part Lifetime Channel murder mystery, part Ripley's Believe It or Not.
That's a good combo.
Yeah.
So get this, a middle-aged man described as a sugar daddy. He was found murdered in a bedroom in D.C. So 2 young women, they are charged with a crime, according to police. And detectives, they're searching for that dead man's missing thumb.
You heard him right. So why might that thumb point directly to the killers? Because it could explain the money missing from his bank account and the rather gruesome way it might have been stolen. You can find this story on our free app, on our website, WUSA9.com, and on my Facebook page at Leslie Foster.
Yeah, we're gonna dig into that. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. We're going to dig into that. This is crazy. I told y'all, and this is just one. This is one half. We got a double main event, y'all. We got a double main event. This just one. So 2 women. 2 women. And then you sever his thumb. You see, so they worshiping more than one God. And that's the problem with our modern women. And that's why these sisters, they make our culture look embarrassing. They're embarrassing to our culture. They are embarrassing. They are embarrassing. And mothers, you see, we talking about the products, but we know the creation. We know who created it. We know who the creators of this product is. So you may think you get away by sticking your little greasy hands in your pocket. I ain't teach them. I ain't raise them like that. We see they in the store stealing. Now they out here deleting people, severing their thumb to chase that money. That's dumb. He in this instance, a trick, a simp dummy is worth more alive than that. He not a rapper. He's not a famous rapper, dummy. You get more money keeping him alive, you idiot. Now what happened when you bang out the Cash App card? You just throw the thumb away? You just gonna throw the thumb away? Fucking dummies, yo. He tricking already. So why do you gotta delete him? That cuts your source off. Like, that's dumb. This is what happened when biologically you want sex and you want money, but you know that you don't really desire that man. You don't desire that particular trick. But you want his money though. But that was a dumb move, sis. Let's get it. Cause there's more. It's more to this. It's more to this story right here. Incredible. Guys, yo, I tell y'all, tricking. Keep playing with these big back chicks, yo. Keep playing with these big back Keishas, bro.
Prosecutors have filed charges against 2 women who investigators say gained access to a dead man's Cash App by cutting off his finger.
Investigators tell us Audrey Miller and Tiffany Taylor Gray viciously attacked the man inside his Northwest D.C. apartment back in April, then cut off the man's thumb stole his phone, and cleaned up the crime scene. News 4's Paul Wagner walks us through this disturbing case.
In a 49-page affidavit filed in D.C. Superior Court, investigators laid out a gruesome and diabolical scheme. The woman on the left, listed as suspect number 1, police say, is 19-year-old Audrey Miller.
Now, look how badly shaped these women that are able to do this type of behavior. Like, look how exactly diabolical this. Look at this. How are y'all allowed? Like, come on.
The woman on the right, listed as suspect number 2, is 22-year-old Tiffany Taylor Gray. According to the court affidavit, Gray and the victim, Fazil Teklemariam, knew each other. The affidavit says one witness told police the 53-year-old was her sugar daddy. In these two photos, police say suspect number 1, Audrey Miller, and Teklemariam are seen together entering his apartment on April 1st.
Yo, older guys, man, y'all got to, because y'all be the ones funding. Y'all be the ones funding this joint. This is why they get cute on us. They get cute on the guys that they should be dating because y'all be funding it. It be at y'all expense. When y'all fumbled the bag in 1970, all grandma said was for you not to bring in AIDS, HIV, and nobody else's babies. And y'all couldn't do that, sir. Can you imagine giving a millennial man that task? We'll pay a chick to give us that task nowadays, right? Come on, bro. But this, I don't even feel sorry for you, man. This is sad, but I don't feel sorry for you. But you tricking, bro. You tricking. Shit, and then on top of that, you let it get done to you in America. Like you ain't even go across seas and let the overseas sun hit you. You let these tackhead chicks. This is what my mom just say. She would call them tackhead chicks. You let these tackhead chicks do you in.
First. D.C. police believe Fazil Teklemariam had been dead inside his third-floor apartment here on Peabody Street Northwest for about 4 days before his body was discovered. According to a court affidavit filed in the case, he had suffered blunt force trauma to the head, he'd been stabbed, and his right thumb had been cut off. A witness told police that the thumb was used to gain access to.
Bro, you want me to drop the link so I could disrespect you? Just let me know. Talk straight, because you got talk in your name, so I know you can speak up. So just let me know. You want me to drop the link so I could disrespect you, sir? Because I'm telling the truth to your woman. Your woman is disrespecting each other, sir. Your woman disrespecting each other. That's all I'm doing. I'm calling out what your women do to each other, sir. So what's the problem? And absolutely, right now, they ain't even do nothing to each other. They just deleted a man, sir. So what type of you don't have a father do you want to tell us, sir? Let me see. Give him space. Give him space, y'all. Give him space. Give him space, Mister. He want attention. Give him space. Clear the lane, y'all. Clear the lane. Put the 1 in the chat, sir, if you want me to drop the link so I could disrespect you, sir. And clear the lane, y'all. Give him his space. Give him his 15 minutes, y'all. You know how he is. They want their 15 minutes of fame. Where he at? I don't see no response. Why only get 1 response? Why only get 1? I support people's rights. People have the right to do whatever they want, as long as they gonna deal with the consequences. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What happened, y'all? Talk, where you at? You holding up the stream, sir. You holding up the stream. Exactly, yo.
To a cash app and to buy liquor and drugs. Included in the court affidavit, investigators attached numerous photos from.
I'm sorry, good brothers. I'm gonna play that back for you. I ain't gonna let nobody distract us. We know what we doing here.
DC police believe Fossil Tackle-Merriam had been dead inside his third-floor apartment here on Peabody Street Northwest for about 4 days before his body was discovered. According to a court affidavit filed in the case, he had suffered blunt force trauma to the head, he'd been stabbed, and his right thumb had been cut off. A witness told police that the thumb was used to gain access to a cash app and to buy liquor and drugs. Included in the court affidavit, investigators attached numerous photos from surveillance cameras mounted outside 2 entrances to the building, as well as the foyer and the hallway leading to the victim's apartment. Police say 2 men, one they have identified but not charged, were seen with the 2 women coming and going from the building over several days. Investigators say the suspects used the victim's key fob to get into the building and were seen carrying items out of the apartment. There was also evidence suggesting cleaning agents have been used to conceal or eliminate evidence. Police say they got a couple of breaks in the case. Last year, Tackle-Merriam filed a complaint with D.C. police claiming suspect number 2, Tiffany Taylor Gray, had taken his phone and used it to steal $1,800 from his Cash App. Break number 2 came when investigators learned Tackle-Merriam's cell phone last pinged from a tower in College Park, not far from where Gray rented an apartment. A law enforcement source familiar with the investigation says the claim Tackle-Merriam was Gray's sugar daddy.
I'm pro public discipline, because that's what shaming is. That's what bringing back shaming is. You know what I mean? That's all. I want to bring back shaming. What are you talking about, bro? Yo, Femi. I told you. I already told you. I'm whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be. You know what I mean? You get the chance to pick it. Just understand you have consequences for picking whatever you want to pick. So if you pick to lay with a man as you would lay with a woman, or vice versa, because that's vice versa. If you a woman and you choose to lay with a woman as if you lay with a man without a man, then you gonna go to hell. You know that. You know what's up. But you wanted me to say that? You needed me to say that? My nigga, you going to hell, bro. And I can't, there's no nice way to tell the truth. But you see me saying, when you say, am I pro? I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? For me to be all up in your business and what you choose to do, that takes a lot of care. And I just don't care enough about that choice and decision that a person chooses to make. So I'm not against nothing. I'm not against nothing you choose to do. If you choose to lay with a man, or if you choose to lay with a woman, or if you choose to, let's pretend that you do not like what God created, then you know what you got. Like that's you. Like, what you want me to tell you, bro? You want me to lie? What you want me? You want me to sit here and pander to you? You want me to pander some shit that's not true? You want prosperity? You gotta wait till tomorrow for that, bro. Go to your nearest church. Go to your nearest church. You know what I mean? The gay pastor will tell you that it's okay because God said love everybody. We gotta wait till tomorrow for that shit.
Has so far not been verified. Investigators believe the victim's severed thumb was used to access his phone. To date, investigators have not found the victim's thumb or the electronics stolen from his home. Audrey Miller is locked up in the D.C. jail and is waiting a preliminary hearing. Gray is in custody in Prince George's County, where she was arrested last week. In the district, Paul Wagner, News 4.
News 4 has so far been unable to reach any of the victims' family members.
That's crazy right there, guys. That wasn't the only thing going cray. That wasn't the only story going cray. But before we get to the next story that went cray, let's talk about this. Because that wasn't the only story right there. Let's pull up this one. Let's pull up this last little article on this story. Because y'all heard about the church's chicken lady. They still looking for that church's chicken lady that shot the other lady. Now that right there is woman doing it to woman. So we got a story where two women did it to a man. Now that church's chicken story, that's 2 women. And that's personal. That ain't got nothing to do with fries, and them 2 women know each other outside of that church's chicken. A lot of evil people in the world. And can I tell you, to be honest, it ain't the people that's evil. It's the tools and the devices that's pushed to them that'll turn them evil. People have accepted to work with evil. You know what I mean? Because of choices and decisions they have made. Ricardo is retarded, bro. That's what y'all do all day, yo. Y'all just play on the internet all day, bro. That's sad, bro. My guy Marcus, what's up? RPM, what's up? Parents need to teach their boys to be men and their daughters to be respected young, yep. And that honor and respect themselves, yep. But you know what's sad, Danielle? Parents need to reteach themselves. A dummy can't teach anybody how to be smart. And that's the problem that we have right now. You know what I mean? That's the problem that we have right now. Anybody is allowed to have a baby. Anybody is allowed to have a baby. Any female could just open her legs and, oh, he left it in, and have a baby. If we can't regulate that, then we playing. Thoughts on bisexual women? What's wrong with them? As long as they can use their head and find a way to put a man in their sexual encounters, they might could avoid some consequences. You know what I mean? I'm not one. I don't make the rules up, and this is just my opinion. You know what I mean? My opinion, but it's some way for some bisexual females to, you know what I mean, avoid some consequences. But caring is sharing. But a lot of women, they so selfish at heart, they're gonna miss that. They're gonna miss that hack. They're gonna miss that life hack. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? But yeah, ain't nothing wrong with them. Just make sure they slide a dude in there. Make sure you put a dude in there. You know what I mean? Then technically you did not lay with a woman as you did with a, you know what I mean? But I'm not here to teach y'all no tricks and way. Follow the Bible the right way first. Follow the shit the right way. Follow God the right way, the pure way first before I start teaching you some hacks. Because if we get to the finish line and we both get to that gate and he hacked both of us, don't look at me talking about Mr. Goodbread. Nah, man. I know. Don't try to Adam me. Don't try to Adam me and throw me under the bus like you did Eve. Be like, Mr. Goodbread said, no. You know what I mean? But follow God the right way, though, guys. For real. It's easy. It's not hard. You know what I mean? It's not hard. All right, y'all. Let's get to that. Let's get to this. Don't complicate common sense, please, Terrence Lynch. Just get comfortable. Get comfortable. Come over here and relax and get comfortable. Don't get so fidgety, bro. Trust me, I'm unbelievable. I'm unbelievable, bro. Trust me. So don't be one of those waiting for me to make my first mistake, guys. You know what I mean? Don't be one of those. Just relax, settle down, calm down, settle down, okay? It's not about how smart you can be. It's about how you can use what you know to help people. You know what I mean? So it's not about right or wrong. All right? We're not going to be so literal, specific. You know, we're not going to complicate common sense. All right, but welcome to the channel, my guy. Welcome to the channel.
In a 49-page affidavit filed in D.C. Superior Court, investigators laid out a gruesome and diabolical scheme. The woman on the left, listed as suspect number 1, police say, is 19-year-old Audrey Miller. The woman on the right, listed as suspect number 2, is 22-year-old Tiffany Taylor Gray. According to the court affidavit, Gray and the victim, Fazil Teklemariam, knew each other. The affidavit says one witness told police the 53-year-old was her sugar daddy. In these two photos, police say suspect number 1, Audrey Miller, and Tekla Marion are seen together entering his apartment on April 1st. DC police believe Fossil Tekla Marion had been dead inside his third-floor apartment.
Mods, sorry, I'm gonna apologize for my mods. It's just been a real rough week. It's been a rough week for us, yo. So I'm gonna apologize for my mods. Mods, take it easy. Give people a little bit of a chance. You know, I'm checkable. Y'all checkable. Try to answer them more before I get to them, guys, before y'all get them. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna apologize for the mods. We had a rough week, bro. Understand that my channel is not like any other channel you gonna see, because we tell the absolute truth. We tell the truth on men. We tell the truth on women. You know what I mean? We are pro-truth. So any given time now, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And you're going to see why my mods got to be the way my mods are. All right? So I got you. You know what I mean? I got you. They on their job, right? They on their job. That's it. Yo, bro, we are anti-roach channel, bro. And people be playing. People come in here, right? The thing about a flying roach, they'll come in here and they'll blend right on in, and they won't be bothering nothing, right? And you know, sometimes when them roaches, you don't really be noticing them. But when you do notice them and you say some truth and you get near them to go kill them, they fly. You know what I mean? And when a roach fly, that mess everything up, and then it mess the chat up, and then everybody starts swinging, and so that's why my mods is here, and that's why they on point game tight. You know what I mean? Because we get a lot of roaches coming in that don't want the truth, that want to play, and we don't got no time to play. Black people is poor, 14%. We can't get off of 14%. We poor, so we ain't got time. We playing catch up. You know what I mean? We playing catch up like Hans, bro. So we ain't got time to be trolling and all this extra shit, asking dumb questions, trying to teach. Not saying what you did was dumb and none of that. I'm not saying that, but you know what I mean. But that's why they on point game type. But I apologize for them mods. Just take it easy, yo. Take it easy. Take it easy, yo. Yeah, that's a full court press, yo. Salute to the mods for that full court press, because and this how we is. The mods is a reflection of me. I've been popped your head off, and then I talk about it later, because I don't have a problem apologizing. But you're not gonna get me before I get you. You understand that? You're not gonna play with me before I knock your whole head off. And then if I'm wrong, I don't have a problem apologizing. I know that the majority of people, if the shoe was on the other foot, would not apologize to me, but I'm not them. I don't mind apologizing. That's why I'll knock your whole head off, hurt your whole feelings, and then apologize if I need to apologize. But salute and welcome to the channel, my guy. Let's get back to this.
In these two photos, police say suspect number 1, Audrey Miller, and Tekla Marion are seen together entering his apartment on April 1st. DC police believe Fossil Tekla Marion had been dead inside his third-floor apartment here on Peabody Street Northwest for about 4 days before his body was discovered. According to a court affidavit filed in the case, he had suffered blunt force trauma to the head, he'd been stabbed, and his right thumb had been cut off. A witness told police that the thumb was used to gain access to a cash app and to buy liquor and drugs. Included in the court affidavit, investigators attached numerous photos from surveillance cameras mounted outside 2 entrances to the building, as well as the foyer and the hallway leading to the victim's apartment. Police say 2 men, one they have identified but not charged, were seen with the 2 women coming and going from the building over several days. Investigators say the suspects used the victim's key fob to get into the building and were seen carrying items out of the apartment. There was also evidence suggesting cleaning agents had been used to conceal or eliminate evidence. Police say they got a couple of breaks in the case. Last year, Tekla Marion filed a complaint with DC police claiming suspect number 2, Tiffany Taylor Gray, had taken his phone and used it to steal $1,800 from his Cash App. Break number 2 came when investigators learned Tekla Marion's cell phone last pinged from a tower in College Park, not far from where Gray rented an apartment. A law enforcement source familiar with the investigation says the claim Tekla Marion was Gray's sugar daddy has so far not been verified. Investigators believe the victim's severed thumb was used to access his phone. To date, investigators have not found the victim's thumb or the electronics stolen from his home. Audrey Miller is locked up in the D.C. jail and is waiting a preliminary hearing. Gray is in custody in Prince George's County, where she was arrested last week. In the district, Paul Wagner, News 4.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
It's crazy, yo. Speedrunner, give me a second, yo. Give me 1 second, bro. I got to undo that. That was on me. That was my bad right there. But I could fix that real easy. Hold on. Right? Like, how the fuck did that happen? Give me a minute, Speedrunner. I don't know. Like, how did that happen right there? The fuck? Chat moving so fast. We got so many trolls in here. It's like, damn, boy. Damn, yo. Speedrunner got clipped, yo. Speedrunner got clipped in the wall, bro. Damn, yo. Speedrunner got sacrificed, and I did that shit, yo, by accident, yo. Messing around with this old hipster hating ass bastard, yo. Yo, can y'all unban Speedrunner? Can any one of y'all unban Speedrunner? Can y'all, any one of y'all unban any one of y'all mods? Can y'all unban them? Damn. All right, y'all. I'm gonna keep the show rolling, but damn, yo, I gotta figure that out, and it's not showing on my end on my settings. But let me get the next video going. All right, let's get it. Let's move right along. Let's get to the next story. How do I unhide them? He said he'll be all right. Nah, that's one of my main mods right there, man. Stacks on top, yo. Stacks. I see you next time. I'm gonna hit you with a wrench, yo. I like that. I like Speedrunner will be laughing right now. That's why I'm trying to get him back. Like, that's his type of humor, yo. You got his type humor. All right, guys, let's get to the next. Tap his name. You said, all right. I'm gonna do that. Let me get the next show on the road for y'all.
Angel Soft toilet paper is strong and
Topping your news list.
Anna VCO. Anna VSoso. Anna VSoso. You know where you at, Anna VSoso? Do you know where you at right now? Do you know where your kids are? So. You know Jesus wants you to change, right? Jesus wants you to change. Jesus don't want you to go running around here using his name to scare people from telling the truth. And Jesus don't want you to go around here using his name while you're not working on yourself, while you're not trying to become the best version of yourself. Jesus wants you to become the best version of yourself. You know that, man? You know that? And in order to become the best version of yourself, you're going to have to be able to take in information, man, that you're not used to hearing. And you're not going to be able to manipulate the information. You know that, man? That's what Jesus wants. Jesus wants you to take in new information without trying to use him to scare people or without trying to use him to block that new information. Amen? Can I get an amen, sister? Can I get an amen, sister? You cannot go around people chat using God and Jesus as a way to try to scare people from telling the truth, man, because you're a modern woman and you want to get away with modern woman tendency. You want to be a modern woman. That's on you, man. You know what I mean? But I'm going to tell the truth. All right? These women are wild. So you telling me Jesus loves me, but the woman on the screen that we're talking about today, what do Jesus want? What do Jesus tell them? You know what I mean? Stop playing, B. Stop playing, Anna. Stop playing. Jesus wants you to change. He wants you to fix. He wants you to call out this. He don't want you to sit there and act like this don't exist just because you this color. You know, and that's what he wants.
Leader 4, a fast food worker is dead after police say she got into an argument with another woman in the drive-thru. Now, what you're looking at right now, these are photos police released of the suspect in the Orange Mound incident before she sped away.
What's wrong with Anna's comment is that we not at the church. We not at the church. And she could believe in Jesus. She could believe in whatever she want, but she don't need to push that on us. People that use Jesus, they scared of the truth. And Jesus is the truth. So you really the devil. All right? You just because y'all sit in a trance and y'all want to play dumb, or maybe you're not playing. Maybe you're really not playing. But people can't be sarcastic to people that's healed. Healed people see everything. All right? Healed people pick up on your little funny comments and shit. Because all you doing is showing me a reflection of your self-esteem, remember? All you doing is sharing me a piece of your mindset. We up here talking the truth about black women and how embarrassing they are. So then you will get a black woman come in my chat talking about Jesus love you and Jesus love you. You get a modern woman, I should say, because some of y'all are reading the title that say modern woman also. So yeah, so now we got all types of women that are just offended in their feelings on this one. When what we're reacting to is hell of a behavior from a woman. But you see a lot of people running around here addicted to only believing that the men are the only ones doing this. So women that believe that lie, they only want to believe that. So when they see this, they want to direct shit. They want to redirect the truth. Yeah, it's a Jezebel spirit. They want to redirect the truth. And then they want to try to use God and Jesus and I am God's favorite son. Yeah. So it ain't go left. Because we ain't playing with God. What we not going to do is allow people to play with us with God. You're not. You're not. And I told y'all this before. Watch these people and they indirect funniness. The same ones. These be the same poor people that tell you be humble because they ain't growing. They don't want you to grow. They jealous. It's rooted in jealousy, guys. When you read more, you'll understand.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
Hi, I'm Shay Arthur in for April. As WREG's Dorita Patterson tells us, investigators are now trying to put a name with that face we just saw there to track down the woman wanted.
Big facts. Big facts. Tell us you big without telling us you big. Tell us you big, you well-rounded, you unhealthy, and all you do is troll on the internet. Tell us that. Just tell us that. And that you wanted my attention. Because you've been starving for my attention for the longest, just clinging to other people's stupidity. Because you one of them dumb, dusty chicks with the black ring around your neck. Because your neck don't breathe. Your neck just don't breathe. And you waiting. You sat here and waited for the dumb hoe party to start because you don't have the courage to start the movement, to start the dumb hoe movement by yourself. So you sat here and waited for another dumb hoe to put her stupid comment in there, and then you just jumped on the dumb hoe train, right? That's what you did, right? But you are strong and independent, right? That's what you want to tell me. That's what you sell us on. Is that what you go posting on the internet? What's your Facebook and Instagram? I want to see what you post, and I want to see how you look, man. Because it's always the big, ugly, bold ones, too. Don't worry about who I am. I'm your father. I'm your father. I'm your father's. I'm the daddy. I'm your daddy. That's who I am, man. I'm your father. You don't got to come in here. You don't got to be worried about my delivery. You don't got to be worried about nothing because I know the problem. It's that time. It's that time. Them know-it-alls done came in. The roaches done came in. So we got to let them know. We got to let them know who we be.
Not just my delivery, it hurts your feelings to know that all this time you thought your mother or your father had it figured out and they did not. They raised you in a way that has you conditioned to believe that your habits and the things that you have your mind set on are not going to put you in a position of forward progress. A lot of y'all and I'm speaking like this without cursing because a lot of y'all inboxed me earlier and it really touched you in a, good way. Y'all was letting me know, the video earlier really touched you in a good way when I really started speaking on like how our children get of age like we do. Some point in their life, they get to a certain age where they realize like, you didn't teach me anything of value. You only bought me stuff. You only purchased me material stuff and spent time with me, but the time wasn't even valuable because you didn't leave me with any nuggets to make it out here. So we watch our children repeat the same generational curses that we've repeated for decades, and a lot of y'all is sad because instead of confronting that, you deflect. You come on my page and you don't understand the responsibility of the content that you're listening to. You don't understand the weight of what this carries.
Yeah, it's Saturday. Y'all must ain't got no money. Y'all flying ballhead roaches must ain't got no money. Cause people with money, they not aggravated on a Saturday. They not as aggravated as y'all ones in my chat. What's up with y'all? Why y'all ain't got no money on a Saturday? Why y'all ain't got no bread on a Saturday, yo? What happened? Y'all spent that baby child support check already. That child support check gone, right? That child support check gone, right? Now, what bill did the baby have that required his support to be gone? You know what I mean? What bill do babies run up that entitled a whole child support check that you just cashed yesterday, just yesterday? Some of y'all got it cut on Thursday, some of y'all with the little fake black cards running around here. Y'all get the shit early. Yeah. So why is that baby check gone? It is Saturday. It is Saturday afternoon. Baby check gone. You poor. You mad. You angry. You on Mr. Good Bread channel tight. What's up with you, man? What's up? You want me to cash app you something? You want a cash app? Wow, can we focus on the show, yo? Why y'all trying to distract us, bro? Why y'all trying to distract us? Y'all don't like y'all. Now, if this was two men killing each other, y'all wouldn't bother me, right? Y'all play it back, Mr. Goodbrad. But because it's two women doing it to each other, you sitting there trying to distract me. Don't play it. This don't fit the narrative. Let's talk about the deadbeats. Yeah, some sorry, weak, independent females, boy.
For pulling the trigger.
At the start of a new day, police are still looking for new clues following a deadly attack. Monday night, detectives were called to this Church's Chicken along Park Avenue in the heart of Orange Mound. In fact, Gregory Houston holds this community close to his heart as it's where he grew up.
We still have a house out here.
It was after he tuned in to WREG.
I heard about it on the news last night, and it was very sad.
Knowing this area was now at the center of a homicide investigation.
To see and hear that a young lady got killed on her job, trying to make a living for herself.
Police say a female worker here got into an argument with another woman in the drive-through lane. Detectives say the employee walked outside to, quote, get some air. Without warning, shots were fired. Sadly, the female worker did not survive.
What remains unclear is what prompted the deadly attack, but a stunning new development as this was caught on surveillance camera. Police now able to get a glimpse of the person they're now looking for.
The woman police are now looking for at the time of the attack had purple hair and was driving a vehicle with what appears to be a child's car seat in the back. A deadly fight that has those like Mr. Houston in a fight against gun violence.
Yo, you can't. Now, y'all know damn well this ain't over no chicken. We gonna dig deep. We gonna dive deep because they still looking for this woman. But this ain't over no chicken, y'all. No, this is not over no chicken, bro. This is personal.
We continue to be, I guess, in the lost and found.
This Army vet never thought his childhood community would resemble that of a combat zone. For your news leader in Orange Mound,
my heart was sad.
Jarita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
All right, still looking for answers tonight. And the company said the victim had been an employee with them for a year. A company spokesperson says, quote, "We are working closely with the Memphis Police Department on their ongoing investigation." Meanwhile, if there's anything you know that could help detectives, call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. That restaurant's location will be closed for the next few days.
All right, guys, like I said, let's dive deep in this because this is deeper than chicken. This got personal, some personal written all over it. I told y'all how it be going down before. Remember I told y'all how the motherfuckers be fighting over, they be fighting over money. These girls be mad at each other over money. They be making deals, handshake deals, and then one girl don't want to pay up. So now the other girl like, yo, I'm gonna get my money because they worship money. So somebody's life, they could care less about a life. They fixated on that money. Or it could have been about a boy. Could have been about a boy. You know, they go boy crazies. But let's dive in, man. Let's see what the family's saying about this right here. This shit crazy. Imagine though, y'all. Imagine dying over some chicken at church. That's the wrong church to die at. Shit. That's the wrong church. You imagine going to church all your life and you die at church chicken. Sheesh. That's fucked up, yo. Oh man. I'm just trying to make some type of humor into the situation, but this ain't funny right here. And this the shit they want to hide. I hope y'all not out here teaching your sons that only men do craziness. Again, because y'all crippling your kid. You raising a simp. If you really gonna look me in the face and tell me in 2024 men are the only one doing violating, men are the only one being monsters. You crazy. Absolutely crazy. Salute to my guy Toxic Ring Scandals, aka KDH. He says, thank you for the content and self-improvement. No doubt, bro. Anybody that could just take a little bit of motivation and inspiration and self-improve, that's what I'm here for, and that's it. My guy, what you want to hear, man? It's on you, man. It's on you, man. He said, I'm a Popeyes guy myself. I don't blame you. But y'all make sure y'all stay. Wait a minute. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, is that this right here? Which one is that, bro? He said, David Manning. You know I ain't good with these goddamn names. Which one is that? Is that? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Is that? Oh, there you go.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, black women? What's wrong with you voting for Barack Obama? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
For every man, there's a woman. And for every dummy, there's a dummy.
Salute, and thanks again, my guy, KD. Y'all already know you can support the channel and get whatever your favorite clip played. You know what I mean? We don't play the Mr. T for anything less than $20. That Mr. T is a banger. That's how Mr. T, that's how a hell of a mama special. When you have a few drinks, that Church's Chicken be the best thing going. That's in New York, we fuck with them on White Castle. In New York, I guess Church's Chicken is a version of our version of Church's Chicken is White Castle for the late night, or IHOP. And I can't stand IHOP. IHOP tastes like cardboard. Everything tastes the same. The eggs taste like the bacon tastes like the biscuit. That shit tastes like cardboard. IHOP, that is. I just starve until Jimbo's open. New York, salute, y'all. Y'all put y'all city where y'all from in the chat, y'all. So when we close this thing on up, I can give y'all a shout out, and I know where we trending from, where we being watched from. Guys, put y'all city, put y'all borough, y'all state in the chat. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all.
And I hope you die and suffer in hell.
The frustrations of a 12-year-old devastated tonight after the brutal murder of her mother. Her mother, that church's chicken employee that was gunned down yesterday. Police are still looking for this woman tonight in connection to that shooting. They say she pulled the trigger. Thank you for joining us tonight at 9. I'm Daryl Green. Darcy Thomas is off this evening. Now, tonight, that victim's 12-year-old daughter and her father are speaking only with Fox 13 News. Daniel Wilkerson, he's live outside the church's chicken where it happened in South Memphis. So, Daniel, have police said at all why this happened? Why did this all happen?
They say it happened over a food order, Daryl. Get that. We've also learned just within a few minutes that police have located the suspect's vehicle. More on that here in just a second. But in an exclusive interview, both the daughter and the father spoke with me. The daughter, as you would imagine, heartbroken over the death of her mother.
She meant everything.
At times, it was hard for 12-year-old Zoe West to even speak about her mother.
I just want my mama. I don't want nobody else but my mama and my dad.
Zoe and her father, Lorenzo West, say Zoe's mother was that church's chicken employee fatally shot Monday night. West says he got a phone call.
Let me know to get my daughter to the hospital. They get her a shot.
Sadly, he says his ex-wife, 48-year-old Anitra West, did not pull through.
She likes a certain way to live. She always worked for it.
And that's what police say she was doing when she was murdered. It happened just after 9 Monday night at the church's chicken on Park Avenue. Investigators say this woman with purple hair drove through the drive-thru in this teal-colored SUV and had an argument with West. Officers say.
And guys, if y'all new to my channel, The Brutally Honest Good Brad, you could go to that channel and just skim back a couple videos. Skim back like 5 videos. We just did a live on the woman. Remember the woman that was inside of, what store was that? What store was that? She was inside and she had the gun in the store and she started waving it at the people in the drive-thru. Remember, y'all, we just did a story on these people inside, these employees packing firearms. That was the name of the show, something about firearms. 2 women. So this is all too common, bro. And I'm not saying that men don't do this, but this is what men supposed to do. This is not what women supposed to do. This is not what women supposed to do. So we can stop knocking off with this. We equal, men and women are equal. We are not equal, and this looks double bad on women. You get what I'm saying? This looks double bad on women.
Say at some point, West walked outside to get some air. A few minutes later, witnesses tell police they heard a gunshot. They say the woman in the SUV then sped off the parking lot. Memphis police confirmed to Fox 13 News Tuesday night the dispute was over a food order. This 12-year-old would have to learn the news her mother died online. Zoe and her father say West was super smart. They say she loved serving people, and that's why she chose to work in the service industry.
We were married 15 years, and she was my high school sweetheart and all that. And we pretty much had gotten closer after we separated, and because we had to co-parent.
At this point in the interview, I asked a question that sometimes is hard to ask families who have just lost a loved one. I asked whether there was a lesson that can be learned from all of this.
Read the audience. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Be in control of you. If you're in control of you.
That's a fact. It's all about managing your emotions, fellas. He said it. It's about your emotions. Remember, we have 26 emotions, y'all. We don't just have 5. We have 26. Learn them all so that nobody will be able to play with you. Because if you give people your emotion, you go next, give them your money. Period. In that order. All right, y'all? So safe up. Guard them emotions. Stop running around here being fake strong. And really put the work on yourself. The amount of time y'all spend in here, y'all spend out this motherfucker faking it. You could be putting that half of that time putting in the work on you, and you won't have to fake it. It's a lot of work faking it. It's a lot of work faking it. Being 2 people, being double life. It's a lot of work. Be who you are, bro. Pour into you.
9 times out of 10, you control the situation to a certain extent.
He says some people have no regard for human life, and you never know who you're arguing with. As for this 12-year-old who will now have to grow up without her mother, she has this message for the killer.
And I hope you die and suffer in hell.
Back out live tonight, it's just hard to hear. The father tells me that he and his child's mother have been divorced for about 2 years now. He says he's technically not the next of kin, so it's been really hard to get information from police as well as from the hospital. He says the next of kin is the victim's mother, who he says is on vacation, not able to be reached by phone, so she has...
You see how that sucked? So he was an alienated dad. He was an alienated dad. You know what I mean? He was an alienated dad that wanted his child. Because ain't it funny how they know who to find when shit go left? Who always come to the rescue after they damage the kid? Who always come for the cleanup? It's sad, yo. It's sad that our fathers are not respected. Our fathers are not cherished until they die. Don't nobody give a fuck about a father in American culture. It don't even matter what color you is. Fuck if you a black dad. Especially if you're a black dad, damn, you's a demon. But they don't care about white fathers, black fathers, Asian fathers, Latina fathers. None of them. They don't care about them. They only care when they die. That's the only time you hear somebody talking good about their father. Because my father he used to. But on earth, they program everybody to believe what? The men is the only one doing bad. Men the only one. Men the only one. Deadbeats. Nasty work out here, y'all.
has yet to learn of her daughter's death. DG.
That is Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson live tonight. Daniel, thank you. We'll see you tonight on Fox 13 News at 10. An underage girl was rescued from a Mississippi motel.
Facts, man. Facts, guys. There's another article on this. There's another piece on this right here. Let's get into that. This is crazy. And I'm hearing she was a repeat offender, like, so she should have been taken off the streets. But again, we see when we do our body cams how they just be slapping these females on the wrist. So these females are never held accountable, so they are bound and they are doomed to repeat the same shit. And then they go even worse because they didn't get in trouble the last time, so they step it up. They take it up a notch.
Right now.
New details tonight as we come on the air. The woman accused of gunning down a Church's Chicken employee Monday night has been identified. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Darcy Thomas.
And I'm Daryl Green. Memphis police tell us this is 45-year-old Monica Williams. And tonight they have a warrant issued for her arrest.
All right, guys, y'all asked. This is Memphis, guys. Good old Memphis.
While police try to find Williams, Fox 13's Dominique Dillon has been digging into her past, and we found out it was a violent past.
Dominique is joining us tonight from Church's Chicken in Orange Mound. Dominique, you talked with a woman that Williams says stabbed 20 years ago.
Incredible, bro. This lady, so this is what I'll tell you, they don't get no better. So from 20 years ago, did she grow? Have she grown? No. You know what I mean? So, guys, this is when I tell you, stay away from them street fighting chicks. The red section. That's a straight red section, yo. Stay away from that red section. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because you ain't, you know what I mean? The virtuous woman, the Proverbs 31 woman, she not on this list. So this is what I mean by pick your poison. Remember the last live we was on? When Shorty felt so above the law that she thought that it was nothing in her that pisses a man off. She thought nothing about her annoys a man. Like, guys, remember when I told you that last stream? Find the woman you could deal with that annoys you the least, because you're picking from a very thin pool now. That's what I meant. Now, they all might not go upside your head, but they all got some dumb shit with them. This one, you could tell she can't keep her hands to herself. This one is a violent one. So if you're not fitting to put up with a violent woman, then you know stay away from the red section.
Records show in 2009, Williams was convicted of an aggravated assault that happened 5 years prior. I got my hands on that report, and it details how Williams attacked a pregnant woman. The details.
Yo, I give Williams salute to you though, sister. Do it to them. Do it to them, cause they so busy trying to paint man out to be the killer, the bear. Do it to them, sis. Yes, do it to your own kind. Do it to your own gender, cause this woman got a problem. She don't like y'all. She don't like y'all. Period.
Share how Williams stabbed this woman, and I spoke with this woman this afternoon. I tracked her down, and she shared how her son was born shortly after that stabbing.
I felt like it had to have been some type of setup, to be honest, because how did she even have this big old Jason knife on her already?
Israel Britt Taylor says Monica Williams attacked her in Orange Mound in 2004. Britt Taylor says she was 8 months pregnant at the time. She says her son's father called her over to give her money. She says as she was driving away, Williams hit her car with a large tree branch.
She approached me. We was in an altercation. I'm trying to get her away from me, but I'm not gonna lie, I beat the, you know what? I fought her. I fought her up off me. Next thing I know, she was stabbing me.
Britt Taylor says the stress from that fight resulted in her son's umbilical cord getting wrapped around his neck. She says she was rushed to the hospital and her baby was delivered via C-section.
I didn't even know about this chick. And she told the detective she was willing to kill me for this guy. And I wasn't even dating my ex at the time.
Records show Williams.
Exactly. This wasn't about no chicken, y'all. This is one of her prior victims because she's a repeat offender, guys. She need to be put down. She need to be took off these streets. Word up. Word up.
Williams served 3 years for the attack. 20 years later, Williams, now 45, is wanted again, this time for murdering 48-year-old Anitra West while she was working at Church's Chicken in Orange Mound Monday night.
To see her do something like that, I was like, wow. And wow, I knew it was coming because she's always been wow.
Police have issued a warrant for first-degree murder for Williams. If you have seen her or you know where she is, call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. Daryl?
That is Fox 13's Dominique Dillon live in Orange Mound tonight. Dominique, thank you. You know,
that's crazy right there, guys. I told y'all better stop messing with them bald head ones with the tight ponytail shifted to the side. That stick, y'all leave them ones alone. Those be the fighters, bro. I'm gonna tell you something too. Those be skinny mini Keishas. The big girls don't be fighting like that. The big girls, big back Brenda, she talk a lot of shit. She pop a lot of shit, but she don't really get busy like that. This be them little the skinny mini Keishas, bro. That's exactly who this is. That's who we chalking that up to. I'm gonna tell you straight up and down from experience. Them skinny mini ones, boy, they don't play. They do not play. All right, guys, before we go on out, before we wrap it up on out of here, we're gonna go with the week. I'm gonna give y'all the week of New York. Salute my New Yorkers. We're gonna go with the week of news. This is what we saw. Our crime. All right. Get on out of here. How y'all feeling though? Where we at? Hold on. I seen some cities in here, boy. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Where we left off at? We got NC, North Carolina. You know what I mean? Tar Heel State in here. Where we at? Yo, y'all is feeling this chat. We got No, he said Memphis. About to say, you from Memphis? God damn it, son, be safe. How's my Houston folks doing? I know y'all had that flood. We got another NC. I know I saw the Rose. I saw the Rose City. I know I saw the Rose Portland in the building. You know what I mean? What else? Where the other cities at? Baltimore City in the building. Sacktown is in the building. We got Tennessee in the building. A volunteer, right? The Vols, Tennessee Vols. I like that team. We got Chicago, Illinois in the building. Portland in the building. Rhode Island in the building. It's nice out there, boy. North Carolina. And we heavy in North Carolina. We got Omaha, Nebraska, man. The Cornhuskers, man. That's my team still. You know what I mean? Still. I love the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Where we at? What else we got? Where we else at? That's it right now. For right now, that's it. I'm gonna swing back down though. I'm gonna swing back down, catch more cities. Okay. But we North Carolina. Oh, okay. We got Texas in the building. We got Virginia in the building. Dublin, Ireland. Okay, yo, that man, what's going on? We in Ireland, Dublin. Salute. Why do other Black women excuse this type of behavior? This is embarrassing. That is the greatest question. We asked that question yesterday when we was talking about when we had the honest conversation about Black mothers, and it's because our mothers train us from young to hide shit in the cat litter, bro. And what I mean by that, I mean that literally. They train us to hide, cover up shit that need to be addressed and fixed. But we trained to cover shit up. You know what I mean? And the sisters take that and they, you know what I mean? Because they all benefit. You know what I mean? This is the thing. All women benefit from the stupidity and the fake gifts of feminism. Now, I'm not saying all women take into it or buy into it. Of course not. 20% of women do not buy into that stupid shit. 20% of women we know is not victims, bro. Mentally, studies show 20%. 3% of women, it could really like match with me and teach me something. You know what I mean? But 20% of women ain't going. You know what I mean? But the 80%, they are, because they just haven't done the work. They operating on demon time because they was programmed that way. And nobody goes in to the default setting to reprogram that what's been programmed. You know what I mean? And then you got a cape and cap for a woman that programmed you wrong, as if she programmed you right. But you know she programmed you wrong because you don't have results. You don't have nothing. And you can't blame her. See how that works? You really you get nothing for blaming her. So truthfully, you can't blame her. You know what I mean? But that's why you got to go get it yourself. You got to go do the reconfiguration of the default settings. You got to get rid of it. Don't keep none of it. Don't keep none of it. It ain't cute because that's mental illness. We all suffer from mental illness. White people, black people. Black people just wear our mental illness different. We wear our mental illness like this. This shit you see right here. You know what I mean? This is why them stereotypes be true. Stop playing, bro. Y'all know the black crimes and then y'all know the white crimes. If I tell you a crime right now, if I give you a crime right now, you'll be able to tell me if a white person did it or if a black person did it. Let's stop playing. You know what I mean? Let's stop playing. You know why? Because those stereotypes that y'all be talking about is called behavioral patterns. And those get studied. And they can get played on. Behavioral patterns. All right, let's get back to business because I think it was something that I left out. I did. Left out this New York shit. This New York shit is crazy, bro. I'm telling you. If y'all think about coming to New York, don't. Facts. Straight up. Don't. I mean, don't unless you got a plan already. If you got a plan, of course. But if you don't got a plan, if you just come in and see what happened, don't do that. Don't do it to yourself.
This week, I can't even imagine what the parents are going through. 2 boys were injured in a shooting at McDonald's, plus a deadly stabbing in Times Square, and I think it's dangerous. A 4th of July celebration.
Mind you, Times Square is that's our big joint. That's our downtown. That's our main street. Remember, Times Square is where the ball drop. That's where our New Year's. So when people start getting shot and stabbed down there, we have a problem, Houston. Yo, bro, it's bright lights, big city all day. It's like broad daylight down there, even at 9 o'clock at night. It's crazy.
Goes horribly wrong. Right now, Fox 5's Crime in the City. Here are the crimes across the 5 boroughs. We begin in Kips Bay.
Good. I get a chance to show y'all how the city look, because there's a lot of y'all that follow me and y'all be asking me all questions about New York and how it look. You see, that's New York. Y'all be thinking that little graph that they show you is New York. That's New York State, guys. But New York City and the 5 boroughs is just this little island right here. This little piece of island right here. You got the Bronx at the top. You know what I mean? The Bronx. And then you got Manhattan and Harlem. Well, from this point is Harlem. And then you get right here halfway. And boom, this is where Manhattan start. And that's how downtown. And then you got, remember, this is why I say Staten Island don't count. Because you see it, you got to take a boat to get to that motherfucker. You got to take the Staten Island ferry to get to that motherfucker because it's far off. You know what I mean? Unless you're going to go through Brooklyn and go through the Verrazano. You're going to take the Verrazano Bridge. And then you can get in there driving. But other than that, it's only 2 ways in, boat or car in Staten Island. So they off on the left. But Brooklyn, this is why I tell you, Brooklyn and Queens, they stick together. When you from New York, you'll understand. Brooklyn and Queens stick together. Look how close they are. They very close. They like next door neighbors. And this is why you see Harlem and the Bronx stick together. Because they're very close. They're next door neighbors. I mean, but this is dope. Let's get it.
5 boroughs. We begin in Kips Bay, where the body of Yasmin Williams was discovered in a sleeping bag on a sidewalk. Chad Irish has been charged with second-degree murder in connection with her death.
Man, police charged with concealing the body of Yasmin Williams in a sleeping bag on the sidewalk is now facing upgraded charges of murder.
He continues denying his involvement or even knowing the victim. Now this case hitting that community and also the city hard. Let's get right to Good Day's Briella Tomasetti. She has the latest this morning from Kips Bay, where there's a growing memorial in that victim's honor. Briella, good morning.
Yeah, Tashani and Dan, good morning to both of you. Police had been searching for more evidence to link 55-year-old Chad Irish to this murder. It appears they found exactly what they were looking for as Irish was wheeled out of the 13th precinct. He appeared somewhat flustered and confused, but he did not shy away from completely denying his involvement in this.
Chad, what happened? What happened to Irish? What do you mean?
I didn't do it. Those were the 4 words 55-year-old Chad Irish muttered to the sea of reporters waiting outside the 13th precinct as he was led away by police.
What was that? When was the last time you saw Yasmin?
Irish also denied knowing 31-year-old Yasmin Williams, the woman who investigators have now accused him of killing. He's been charged with second-degree murder in connection with the death of Miss Williams, whose body was found last Friday stuffed into a sleeping bag and left out with the trash on East 27th Street. The New York City Medical Examiner's Office determined that she died from a gunshot wound to the head.
All right, we found it.
Irish was initially charged with concealment of a human corpse, but the charges were upgraded yesterday. This surveillance video obtained by the New York Post shows a man in an electric wheelchair, believed to be Irish, dragging Williams's body to the curb. He was also hit with 2...
Now, this is not national news, guys. what I'm gonna be trying to do is I'm gonna on the stream, on the weekend stream, I'm gonna try to give y'all the weekend wrap up of what happened out here in New York. You know what I mean, guys? Just so y'all can see, it ain't just your it's not just your state. You know what I mean? It's not just your state.
Counts each of menacing and criminal possession of a weapon in relation to a different incident. This now viral video shows Irish being apprehended by police outside NYCHA Strauss houses earlier this week. A seething crowd descended on him as he was taken into custody while handcuffed to a stretcher. For Yasmin's family, the murder charge is one step toward accountability, but her mother says justice won't be served until the day Irish is sentenced in court.
He needed to life. We don't have the death penalty in New York.
A candlelight memorial still sits at the site where Williams's body was discarded last week. According to the New York Post, Irish has 21 prior arrests, including one for attempted arson. He is currently in central booking, and he could face a judge as soon as today.
We now go to the Lower East Side, where an alleged drunk driver crashed into a crowded park on the 4th of July, killing 3 people and injuring several others. The accused driver is now facing multiple felony charges.
Our top story, the man accused of driving drunk, ramming into a crowd and then killing 3 people on the 4th of July is back now in court facing.
Y'all gotta do better, man. These fucking vehicles are weapons, bro. They are weapons. They are deadly, dangerous weapons, man.
A judge. Let's get over to Arthur Chin, who is live in Lower Manhattan with more on what's been an extremely emotional morning, especially to the family members of those lives that were lost. Arthur.
Exactly, and it will demonstrate exactly how emotional it was for them in just a moment. Daniel Hayden is the person we are waiting for to appear at Manhattan Criminal Courthouse in Lower Manhattan. It is not his first appearance. He's already been arraigned on charges in connection with that. And today, this is what's happening is that prosecutors, after you're arraigned, have a certain amount of time to actually formally indict the suspect. That is what we are waiting for today. As for the incident itself, it did take place on the Lower East Side on July 4th, and that is when Hayden is accused of plowing his pickup truck, a Ford F-150, into a group of people and families celebrating the 4th of July in a park down on Water Street and Cherry Street. Now, 11 people were hit in total. The crash killed 3 people, including a mother and son. Witnesses said Hayden was speeding when he jumped the sidewalk and drove his car into the park. Hayden is 44 years old, lives in Monmouth Junction, New Jersey. He works as a substance abuse counselor and was driving with a revoked license before.
Wow. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. And this is because we give people titles because of the look. Instead of testing people, instead of making sure there is what there is, all you got to do is look. All you got to do is make yourself look a certain way and the people will accept you. Did you hear that? God gonna fix him right.
Today, as we said, he was already charged. The charges were vehicular manslaughter, as well as 8 counts of assault and also driving while intoxicated. Friends and family of the victims, as you might imagine, and as Bianca mentioned, have been understandably furious. This is from a couple of days ago.
You don't deserve air. And she has a son at home with no mother and no brother. He's home by himself without his mother and his brother. He took 2/3 of his family in one shot.
You don't want the whole world to know how sick you are.
This girl can cause a lot of problems for us.
You've gone too far. What did you do?
Immediately following that crash, a 30-year-old woman was also hospitalized in critical condition. 7 others also had to be hospitalized, including an 11-year-old boy. While we await the formal indictment, if the conditions of any of those individuals change, the charges could be even worse for Mr. Hayden.
Up in the Allerton section of the Bronx, 2 boys were shot inside a McDonald's, and the suspect was caught on surveillance video. The victims were only 12 and 13 years old.
The search is intensifying. Police are on the hunt for a masked gunman who shot 2 kids inside a McDonald's.
And this is because bullying. When you take away bullying, when these kids is young. You give them a chance to escape and never confront their bullies, so that when they get older, this is how they're gonna handle confrontation because they never had experience. We are men. We need practice at these skills, at these life skills. You can't just expect us to learn life skills and pick them up and go. We need practice. We need to learn them, and then we need to practice. This is what happened when we have these modern women taking and raising these children by themselves, thinking that it's a flex and thinking that they cute. We got a bunch of cute, weak little men running around these communities. They dress nice, but they weak. And then we got way too many of their mothers on social media talking crazy about a man. Talking crazy about a man. But this be they little man running around the hood though. They don't tell you about that. Because the woman that fix her mouth to come on social media and have a bunch of hate about men, how is she raising her sons? Think about it. What is she telling her sons? So when her sons get out there in them streets, what he gonna do? He gonna get his feelings hurt and he gonna be one of these little boys right here. He gonna learn that, oh, all that shit that my mom told me was wrong, was cap. Stop the cap, stop the cap, stop the mother-loving cap. And he gonna adjust to what's there, what's out there.
In the Bronx over the weekend.
The two young boys were injured but are expected to be okay. Police are now investigating the shooting as a targeted attack. Good Day's Lizette Nunez. She's outside, better yet, that McDonald's in Allerton section of the Bronx with the latest. Lizette, what can you tell us?
Good morning, Dan and Tashana. Yeah, really scary moments playing out over the weekend. It's unclear how many people were inside the McDonald's when that shooting took place. Right now, there is crime tape surrounding it. It looks like they are letting some cars get by through the drive-thru, but overall, the main lobby is closed down. Police just released new surveillance video in the hopes that someone recognizes the suspect. Newly released surveillance video shows the man wanted for shooting two boys inside a McDonald's in the Allerton section of the Bronx. He's seen dressed in all black walking inside the restaurant before he opened fire.
Absolutely horrific. I have a 17, 18, and 24-year-old, so I can't even imagine what the parents are going through.
Yeah, what could be so serious, bro? What could be so serious, bro? I know we're not still fighting over territory for weed because those smoke shops is up and they killing it now. So what is it? What the fuck is y'all fighting for, bro?
The 12-year-old was shot in the back and thigh. The 13-year-old was shot in the leg. Police say the suspect then ran out of the McDonald's. The two boys are believed to be the intended targets.
But I don't think somebody just walked up and shot him. It's got to have to do with something.
Both boys were...
That's a fact. I tell you that all of the time. And I'm going to tell you a secret about New York, right? Normally, the little ones that get scraped up in the street, the ones that get scraped up and get put in the morgue, those are the ones that started trouble. 9 times out of 10, the one gets scraped up, they started trouble. They the ones that started the shit.
Rushed to the hospital in stable condition. Inside the McDonald's, the wall was covered with bullet holes. At least 6 shell casings were found, along with multiple bullets and fragments.
Even 12 and 13, if you don't watch your kids, you don't know what they're doing in the street.
So the two boys are expected to survive their injuries, I should say. The suspect was last seen wearing all black. He did have some kind of pink graphic on his black sweatshirt. So once again, if you saw that surveillance video we just showed you and you recognize that suspect, please give police a call.
Down in Times Square, the NYPD has arrested the suspect who allegedly stabbed a 55-year-old man to death.
And to this now, Fox 5 has learned that the NYPD has a person of interest in custody. This is in connection with the deadly stabbing near Times Square. 38-year-old Kevin Young has been charged with first-degree manslaughter for allegedly stabbing a 55-year-old man. This happened just before 1 this morning This was inside of a building on West 43rd Street, right near 8th Avenue. The victim was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital, where he later passed away. It is unclear right now what led to that stabbing.
Looking for an easier way to get that.
Only thing out in them hours, guys, is the devil. My grandma told me that shit right there. Certain hours come, only thing outside in them hours is the devil, bro. Yeah, I got to get inside, bro. Female's not the only one that's supposed to be inside at a certain time, bro. Get your ass in there. Sad right here, bro. And then when y'all see the age discrepancy, like, it's like no care. Like, this was 2 different generations. Like, no care for the no care for life. You know what I mean? And you know they got us hooked on these video games, these Grand Theft Auto, where we could just all day for 24 hours just sit there and just destroy and chaos and just shoot and kill and headshot. And it's to the point where the shit is just desensitized to us. Death and murder is just desensitized to us now. So it's just like nobody. And then when you put in the lack of work being done and the lack of accomplishments being had, and real accomplishments, not just this sports athlete. Every now and then we get a couple athletes that go to the league. I'm talking about real accomplishments. With the lack of real accomplishments, you can see why majority of men walk around here zombies, bro. Majority of men ain't got no reason to want to live, but they cowards. So instead of taking themselves out and going on a straight mission and just offering themselves, they'll take somebody with them. They'll drag somebody down to their depression and beat them with experience, yo. Fellas, pay attention, bro. You better make sure you checking every man in your circle. If you call him your guy, you should be checking him, and you should be checking. He shouldn't be allowed to be in no delusion up around you. You know what I mean? You are the sum of the 5 people you hang with the most. That's the only way we're gonna fix this. We're gonna have to isolate. No simp or no weird thinking brother should be able to wiggle himself up next to a critically thinking human thinking man. Now, fuck what the sisters is doing, because the sisters will team up with a dirty, dusty chick that they know greasy and alienated 2 of her baby daddies. They'll team up with her if they could get the right to push some agenda. You know what I mean? We ain't teaming up with these simps and these ill-mannered raised dudes. We not teaming up with hell of a sons. We shaming them too. We throwing them in the same pile we throw their mother in, because we know what time it is. So make sure you check in your guys so that we can try to clean this shit up within us.
Village, a restaurant was forced to close after falling victim to a $45,000 cyber scam.
Well, Manhattan restaurant has been forced to close. This was after falling victim to sophisticated Skype scam.
Yeah, this is tough. The owner thought that he was transferring tens of thousands of dollars to his payroll company, but it actually turned out to be scammers. Fox 5's Sharon Crowley shares the warning that he's now sending to other businesses.
Gotham Restaurant in Greenwich Village has been in this neighborhood for decades. Now, for the first time since COVID-19, the business has again temporarily closed.
We lost a fairly large amount of money in a cyber scam.
Owner Brett Sensitz says he had to shut down for the summer after he was duped by cyber thieves who stole $45,000, money he planned to use to pay his employees.
Our HR person receives an email from our payroll company stating banking information has changed due to internal issues at the payroll company, and please update your banking records.
Here's that email. It looks very legitimate until you take a closer look at the address. It's off by just 1 letter, something Brett didn't notice at first.
In the morning, at 8:30 in the morning, I wired the money to the payroll company, at which point I usually I take a screenshot and I say, wire's been sent, please confirm receipt.
But because his emails had already been hacked, Brett was actually communicating with the cyber thieves.
You know, just felt like a fool.
He's telling his story to warn other businesses.
Any banking change notification needs to be quadruple verified.
Unfortunately, this type of attacks and scams are very common.
Dr. Vahid Bersadan is a cybersecurity expert.
When you receive communication from a bank, a client, a figure of authority, make sure that the communication is authenticated.
Brett tells me he does plan to open Gotham Restaurant in the fall when many of his loyal customers return to the city from summer vacations. He hopes to be able to recoup the money lost in this costly cyber attack.
We now leave the city and head to Long Island, where a person was stabbed at Adventureland Amusement Park. Police have arrested a suspect in the case.
Suffolk County Police arrested a suspect in the stabbing of the Adventureland Amusement Park in East Farmingdale, Long Island. Police say Daniel Tomaski from Shirley, Long Island, stabbed James Burns of Edgewater, Florida, just before 5 p.m. yesterday on Sunday.
There's just a lot of stabbings going on, bro. What's up?
The two knew each other prior to the incident. Tomaski is charged with assault in the first and second degree, criminal possession of a weapon in the third and fourth degree, and endangering the welfare of a child. Mr. Burns was hospitalized in what's described to us as critical condition this morning. The park says it will operate under regular hours today.
And finally, we end in Port Jefferson Station on Long Island, where 4 people were injured and several cars were damaged in an illegal fireworks accident.
Debris and empty boxes litter a Port Jefferson neighborhood after a home fireworks show went the wrong way. 4 ended up in the hospital, including an 8-year-old. Fox 5's Jody Goldberg talked with people who say this display is a yearly tradition.
Yo, y'all better leave the devil and his little holiday stuff alone, bro. Leave the devil and his little holiday pageants alone, bro. Let the bombs burst in the air, not in your hands, bro. And not on your kids, bro. You got a monkey see, monkey do everything, bro. Like, knock it off. Reprogram, bro. Reprogram, bro. Stop following the herd, bro.
It's a home fireworks display that draws hundreds to this Port Jefferson neighborhood each year.
It goes on for like 20, 25 minutes. Phenomenal show. The best show I've ever seen.
Everybody loves it. Everybody comes to see it.
An illegal, non-stop show that some say beats the pros.
They should honestly be hired by Gucci.
But now Suffolk County Police are investigating after a firework went sideways at the end of the show. 4 spectators ended up in the hospital, including an 8-year-old who officials say is in the ICU with burns. Others injured range in age from 30 to 38. They also have burns, one a leg injury, another a severed finger. A cracked car windshield, scratches, and dents are among the other damages.
I think it's dangerous.
No one answered the door at the home where the show took place. While some decorations are still intact, empty boxes and debris scattered across the lawn sat untouched.
The guy is a nice guy. He's one of the nice guys I ever met.
There have been several arrests for the illegal sale of fireworks leading up to and on the 4th of July. And this incident here in Port Jefferson was hardly the only one with injuries. In Copeg, an explosion severed 3 fingers on a man's hand. An 11-town man was charged after he supplied and instructed an 11-year-old to ignite fireworks. And a malfunction caused a fire, leaving 4 people homeless.
This woman we spoke to hopes people think twice next year before putting others in danger.
It was honestly a good fireworks show, but was it worth it? I don't think that they would agree that it was worth it.
The Suffolk County Police Department says they anticipate at least 1 arrest in connection with the illegal Port Jefferson display and caution residents, as they say tonight is expected to be just as busy.
Man, so that wraps up the week in New York, guys. That was just the local New York weekly news. But guys, y'all be safe out there, and remember, focus more on you, bro. The battle will always be you versus you from yesterday. You know what I mean? You versus yesterday you. Don't be worried about what everybody else is doing. We got our own choices, decisions, and we have our own consequences. Trust me. You know what I mean? And don't listen to what none of these sisters with sense. I'm your bro. I'm your bro. Big bro. Big bro or little bro. Sisters with sense. Stop listening to these old women that failed, bro. They want you to fail because it justifies their failure. And then they can have somebody to sell that sad, sorry story of failure with. You ain't got to fail. So don't let them plant that seed of failure in your head to where now you go out there looking for failure, because that's what they're doing. Stay positive, stay motivated, you know what I mean? Stay enthusiastic in your biology. Trust your biology. Your biology tells you that you like men. The right man is dope. All right? All men not supposed to be the right man. The right man is dope. All right? And you ain't gotta be mean to the others. You can be respectful to the others and still understand that. But don't run around here with these old ladies who wanted attention from everybody. They never tried to get the man. They wanted a man, any man. All right? Don't be like them. Let them hog their attention up too, because ain't nobody out there in the dating pool right now really, really hypersexual and focused on that except for toxic people. You know what I mean? Toxic people is still, those are the only ones, bro. Everybody else is kind of woke to how we gonna get out of poverty. Everybody else got to some information that they probably didn't have before 2020. You know what I mean? Because that's all we doing. 2020 was the year for us to go in and really learn ourselves and learn our situation. 21 was the year for us to enact what we learned. 22 was the year to sit back and analyze what we're doing. And now we thriving. 23, 24 is thriving if you change the laws of your mind. Get away from anybody that's still moving and operating like how they was moving in 2019. You know what I'm talking about. Sisters with sense. Get away from any female that's still making the same moves that they were making in 2019. Right? You get that? They ain't growing. They ain't planning on growing. And they're going to prevent you from growing. There's no way for you to grow if you keep them around you. They part of your soil. And if they not growing, then that means that soil is not fertile enough for you to grow in either. So you can believe whatever you want. Because they feel good. They make you feel good. What you want to do? You want to feel good or you want to win? Really win. You know what I mean? That's what you got to ask yourself, yo. Do you want to be liked or you want to be successful? Because y'all want to be liked by the wrong people. You should be trying to be liked by a man, man. That's the goal as a woman. I mean, the goal as a man is for us to work mad hard to where we are liked by women. Keyword, work mad hard so that we are liked by women. And, you know, we're not the same. We have two different tasks. All right, ladies. Wrap up, strap up. Fellas, love y'all. Appreciate y'all, bro. Man. What's the last thing we got to say? Anthony B, what up? DJ Chocolate. Yo, I'm depressed right now, bro. I am, yo. Speed Runner, if you watching this right now, my bad, yo. I'm gonna do whatever it take. I hope that's just for this live right here. The next live we do, that don't matter, right? Cause I'm in my settings. You know what I mean? I'm in my settings. Speed Runner, yo. If you watching this right now, Speed Runner, the Mod Gang and Mr. Goodbreast said, my bad, yo. My bad. When you watching this on the playback, my bad, yo. That shit was my bad. I gotta be swifter. And it almost happened to me the other day. I almost timed the wrong person out. But oh man. Yes, DJ Chocolate. Get out. Go out, guys. Go outside and get active. Get bury yourself and stuff. But along with that, watch your habits, guys. Don't bury yourself in a habit to where that habit is not producing you something, because habits are expensive. So remember, they'll tie you into that. They depression, you in a depressed state, you'll end up spending the most trying to get up out of that. So pay attention to that, guys. But get out. Get out. Try to get into some dirt, try to take your shoes off, socks off, try to walk on some grass. Try to walk on some grass, guys. Get grounded. That's a secret tip right there, guys. You know what I mean? Walk on some grass. Walk on some dirt. You know what I mean? And soak your feet in it. Get your feet up off the concrete jungle. Get your feet up out of that rubber. You know what I mean? That shit is it's not allowing your brain to be grounded. You know what I mean? But soak your feet in. Soak your feet in, bro. Soak your feet in. You know what I mean? Yo, I love y'all, man. I love y'all. God bless y'all too. Y'all already know that. You know what I mean? Y'all know, I be praying for all of y'all, yo. True story, like really praying. You know how people be saying, I pray for you. First, I pray for me. You know what I mean? I pray for me, and then I pray for all my good brothers. I pray that anybody that hear a video or hear my voice, I pray for their awakening. I don't pray for your success. I pray for your awakening because you got to do that. The success is you. This is why I don't be taking credit for none of y'all success because y'all did it because y'all wanted to do it. My voice just motivated you to do something that you already had in you. You wanted to do it, and that's why we're a winning team. You know what I mean? It's a transfer of power. You know what I mean? That's how I stay grounded too, and never get the big head. Never get the big head, cause I didn't expect to be here, guys. Y'all know that. We probably at 100,000 subscribers right now as we speaking, guys. You know what I mean? As we speaking, we probably at 100,000. This is God. I told y'all. Remember, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go find that video. I'm gonna go find that video where I told y'all. Remember the video that I did a while back, a year ago, over a year ago now, because this is quick. We got here real quick. Remember the video I told y'all that this is some shit. This is joint we gonna give this channel. We giving it up to God. Whatever happened, happened, but it's going to be powered by God, and we're going to give God his glory. We're going to make sure we teach the people, put God first, and be about yourself. And if that's corny, then we'll fail. And if that's what it's supposed to be, then we'll win. Now, look at us now. Look at us now. That's why I don't call it a debate. Because people, with me, you're going to argue with yourself. Because I'm facts. Because I'm going to follow the word of God. Remember, I told you my only goal is to make the word of God so sexy that's what you simp on. That's what the men simp on. The women simp on it too. You know what I mean? Because that's what got me here. The word of God, following the word of God. And it's simple. It's so simple. You don't got to be corny. You ain't got to be straight edge and none of that. Just follow the word of God, bro. You know, we all have in us what's right and what's wrong. Let's not play dumb. Let's not play dumb. You know what I mean? We all know what's right from wrong. Some of us just want to be lazy. And we know that being wrong will get us to our desires. But we supposed to be setting goals anyway. Stop setting desires and set more goals. And you'll be all right. You know what I mean? Because desires, when you reach desires, you're not fulfilled. Because then you're going to desire something else. You're going to want more. You're going to want more. You know what I mean? The truth is undefeated. That's a fact, guys. The truth is undefeated. And they said that I couldn't do this. I couldn't make a channel like this. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I know I was rough I'm rough in the beginning. I'm rough just to see who really real. Just to see who really real. Because I don't want no punks with me. So I'll be trying to trigger y'all when the show come on. I'll be trying to trigger y'all. And then as the show progress, then I get a little loosen. I see who real and yo, I'm out here, y'all. I gotta go catch my guy. Toxic Ring Scandals, y'all. Salute y'all. Man, yo. I love y'all, man. I tell y'all my family, bro. I'm so truthful, nobody mess with me. Remember, fake recognize real and get the hell on. Everybody, family included. Fake recognize real and get the hell on. So you ain't gotta ever question who being real and who being fake. All you gotta do is grow. And if you grow and you don't see no motherfucker around you, then there you go. All right, y'all. Wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Do not play with your life. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Share the video, guys. The hell is my intro at?